Hello and welcome into Atomic Geekdom. My name is Dave, and I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day, week, month. If you're an American, it sucks, but we're sorry. If you're a woman, it sucks, and we're sorry. But we're not here to talk about all that. We're hopefully here to take your mind off of all of that bullshit that just keeps happening over and over and over and over again, and won't ever stop. So yes, like I said, we're gonna move on. Joining me today to talk about things more entertaining is Kyle.
Hi, everyone. Allow me to. Oh, God. Crack open a Truly and almost destroy my entire electronic setup.
Probably shouldn't talk about
Awesome.
God.
Awesome. Awesome. It's going everywhere.
People are angry about God. You probably shouldn't talk about God. As
Oh,
it's as if it's his
Buddha,
fault.
then. Oh, Buddha.
Oh, I'm sure he doesn't like abortion either.
Okay.
Who knows? Anyway,
this is good stuff.
truly freak.
Hey, it's not that beer filling feeling that you get after like one or two beers, and it doesn't make you tired.
Beer is still just the best because it's beer.
Yeah.
Click, 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 click.
That's not me though, except for this.
click.
It just keeps coming up.
That's what she said. Oh, and she did.
Oh, Lordy.
So yes, by the time you hear this, if you're not joining us live, you'll probably be enjoying Star Wars Day. So happy May the 4th.
God.
I am through 2 episodes of Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
Nice.
And I still hate the droids. Sorry, R2D2 and C3PO. And I'm also rewatching the Clone Wars. I just can't. I can't shut up and go away. Anyway,
Just R2D2 and C3PO. All the other droids can stay.
most of them aren't as annoying. Do you need a minute? Do you need us to stop the show for you?
No.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Keeps going. Like, I don't, like, it's so weird. Ah!
Yeah, it's because it's bullshit Zillennial water.
Shush. All right. It's under control.
Are you sure?
Good stuff, yeah.
Do you need to call the fire department?
I mean, they are literally down the road, so it would not take them that long.
I bet it would.
I probably would, but no, I should be good.
Just, make sure you say you're white.
It's funny because it's true.
Because it's sad.
And that.
So, yeah, that's what I've been doing, playing Lego Star Wars and watching Clone Wars. I tried watching the newest season of Dexter, and I'm just not into it. I just don't care.
I did hear it is better than season 8.
The ending was so bad, but like I don't care. Like it's fun that his sister is the one haunting him now instead of like his father. But like I just don't care. It was so bad. And I also finished the prequel movie to The Sopranos, and that wasn't very good either.
Yeah, that's what I've heard as well.
Good acting. I'm not going to say anything wrong about that. It's just there's just maybe another thing is if it's just it just need to happen too. I don't know. Yeah. It's just a reason to cash in, I guess. I don't know. All right. So today's podcast.
15 years after the end of Sopranos.
I mean, it was bound to happen.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was bound to happen that they were going to make more stuff after. I mean, I'm just surprised it took this long.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt that'll be the last thing we see. So yeah, today's episode we're just gonna talk about some news and stuff that I'm sorry, I'm very tired today. We're gonna talk about some news and headlines that we might haven't talked about in a while. And then we're also gonna preview Doctor Strange Enters the Mouth of Madness, because that comes out in 2 days. So if you have seen it by the time you listen to it, welcome. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it lived up to all of your dreams.
I hope you weren't spoiled.
If you're spoiled, it's your own fault at this point.
Mhm.
You know what to do. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what to avoid. You knew when to avoid it.
Mhm.
It is your own fault if you are spoiled at this point.
Yeah. It just sucks that that stuff got leaked beforehand. Again.
It's always going to happen. So
Mm.
just assume about a week before the movie comes out, just stop.
Yeah.
Just just jump off the social media. In fact, social media is no place to be right now anyway. So like just get out of there. It's no fun. All right, so yeah, we'll talk about it. We haven't seen it yet. We're going to see it in 2 days like everyone else, but we're not lucky people that got tickets to see it. Because we have about 1 billion viewers on TikTok, and probably because I yawn so much. And then
That and you're
it's
not good looking.
I don't know. Speak for yourself, man. Look at this amazing hair.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Anyway, so we got a Rescue Rangers trailer, and I'm into it. It's dope. I think it looks awesome. I like that one of them is in CGI and the other one's in normal animated mode. I love it. I can't wait to see all the cameos. It reminded me a lot of Roger Rabbit, and we could do with another one of those too. Disney, if you were paying attention, Disney/Warner Brothers. Roger Rabbit was groundbreaking. It was one of the first times you saw Disney interact with WB characters. You had Donald Duck going off against Daffy Duck and um, Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse. It's just cool. It's cool to see that kind of stuff, and we're gonna see just a bit of that with this, but it's gonna be all Disney characters. So it looks fun. I really enjoyed it. I like the cast, so it'll be cool. Are you gonna see it? Do you have any childhood memories of the Rescue Rangers cartoon? It was 90s.
It was 90s. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I were to really think back, I think they had like a couple of VHS movies, but yeah, it's something that's just not.
The video game was awesome.
I never played the video game.
SNES. Okay.
Because my first gaming console was like a true gaming console was an N64. So I didn't have a SNES.
Are you saying the SNES isn't a true gaming console?
Well, no. I mean, like I never had a Super NES or an NES. My first one was an N64.
Oh.
I had a Game Boy, but that's not a like plug into your
Yeah.
TV console.
All right. Anyway, Warner Brothers announced at CinemaCon that the worst kept secret ever. The Batman is getting a sequel, so now everyone can beg and plead for the Joker to be in it. And meanwhile, I'll sit over here and say, "No, let's watch somebody else."
But yeah, Court of Owls. They're more.
Yeah, give him a more
level.
modern villain that we haven't seen yet. I even go with Mr. Freeze. I don't mind that at all. Avatar's sequel was screened at CinemaCon. A trailer is coming this week, I think.
It's coming ahead of Doctor Strange.
Avatar: The Way of Water. I have no interest in any of these movies, and they have like 6 of them planned. They've had 6 of them planned since the first one came out about 27 years ago.
Guess who still hasn't seen the first one? This guy.
Wow. That doesn't surprise me. It's from the 90s.
It's 2009.
It's a joke.
Okay, funny.
Warner Brothers has moved Shazam! Fury of the Gods back a whole week. So
yeah,
start panicking now about how it's not going to be any good because they gotta move it back a week.
Nah, it's only because of Avatar. They didn't want it to go up ahead of it.
Again, you're stepping on the joke.
You know what? I will just step on over it.
December 21st is when the movie comes out. Star Wars Celebration schedule came out and then was deleted right away. So you couldn't see it. It might be back up again. I don't know, but it reveals the Tales of the Jedi animated series is on its way. Executive produced by one Dave Filoni. So that'll be dope. Tales of the Jedi was also a comic book series, I believe, back in the
It
day.
is.
So we don't know yet if that's going to happen, if that's what it's going to be about, or if it's going to be something different. There is nothing. It was just a note about a panel that was going to be during comic book or Star Wars Celebration. And it also, those comics paved the way for the Knights of the Old Republic era by introducing Jedi Nomi Sunrider and Ulic Qel-Droma. So those two technically are actually canon. Yeah, it would be canon.
I did not know that.
Knights of the Old Republic is canon.
Well, no, I know that part, but I didn't think Ula Caldroma was because of it was Dark Horse Comics from the dark times before the Empire.
I don't know. It's a gray area here.
Yeah, I mean, I've got that entire run in an omnibus, and it's great. I loved the Tales of the Jedi because their lightsabers were battery powered, and they had to have them like a
just
cord.
like mine.
Yeah, just like ours.
Just like my lightsaber plugged in by the USB.
Yeah,
it does not actually, but Kevin Feige. You might know him as Kevin Feige. All of us know him as the god that we don't deserve. He and the writers of the Marvel universe are soon having their retreat to map out the next decade of the MCU. It might have happened already. I don't know, but they're planning on it. And they're ready to make plans for the next 10 years.
Okay.
So this is the first one they've had in 3 years. So they're planning, I guess, phase 5 and 6, I would imagine. So we've got things like Fantastic Four, which we'll talk about in a second. Looking for a new director there. We got Deadpool 3, which is going to be directed by Sean Levy, who I'm very excited for. My history of Sean Levy and adoration for this man goes back to a Mystery Science Theater 3000 episode in which he was an actor, a young actor man from Canada, in a horrible movie that I love revisiting every so often because Tia Carrera is also in it from Wayne's World. And so is one Adam West is also in the film that they make fun of. Shut up, Discord. Nobody cares. So I'm going a long way to say pretty much nothing. But Sean Levy was in. It doesn't even show it on his Wikipedia. It only shows his director work. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Zombie Nightmare is the name of the movie. Where he plays this just super 80s kid. I want to try to find a picture of him and put it up on the screen here for all of our viewers. Zombie Nightmare. Great episode of Mystery Science Theater 3000 if you ever get a chance to see it. He does get killed by the zombie. Spoilers. I'll use this picture because this is when he throws spaghetti at his mom.
Oh, lordy.
He's not even drunk, but he looks so drunk in this picture. Let's see. Share. Let me share screen.
In the bottom right-hand corner. Oh, there it is. Oh,
look at that! Look at that hair.
That's total ladies' hair.
Yeah, man, he looks like he's just straight out of a Def Leppard video, or I don't even know what. Wow. But yes, while he is not great in this movie, the movie is not great either. It's a lot of fun to make fun of, and he's become a great director. I regained prominence knowing him in, of course, Stranger Things. He's a director and co-executive producer with the brothers. The
Duff brothers, Duffy. I don't know which ones they are. You would know.
Try it again.
The Duffy brothers.
Duffer brothers. Yeah, the Duffers.
The Duffers.
But he's also worked on things like Big Fat Liar back in the 2000s, Just Married, Cheaper by the Dozen, The Pink Panther. He's the director of all of the Night at the Museums. Oh. Date Night, Real Steel, The Internship. Which internship is that? That's the funny one with Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson. Yes. But more recently, He's been working a lot with Ryan Reynolds, including Free Guy and The Atom Project, and now Deadpool 3.
Adam Project was good. I really enjoyed that movie.
I still haven't watched it.
Oh, you should.
So yes, back to what Kevin Feige is. It's in the plans. Kevin Feige, there could be a Silver Surfer plan, but I mean, let's not bury the lead here. We got the Blade reboot still coming, Captain America 4, Shang-Chi 2, Nova has been announced, and then also um, the X-Men. It's time. And if we don't get anything in Doctor Strange about it, leading us to our actual X-Men, not just, oh, look, we're in the X-Men cartoon. Oh, now we're gone. I need something tangible here, people.
Okay.
Will it be fun? Yes, but come on. All right. Moon Knight episode 6, the series / season question mark finale is airing this week. We will have a review of the series next week along with our Doctor Strange review. So be prepared for that next week. But as of now, the best episode was episode 5, in my grand opinion. Just a masterclass of acting by Oscar Isaac. Just the dude is outstanding. If you didn't think it before, you have to now. This is where you talk.
No, sorry, I thought you were saying something else. Yeah, no, it was it was a very good 45-minute episode, just featuring him. I mean, some other side characters, but he did.
And a hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus. Yeah. It really great. The only flaw so far about this whole show is that there's not a lot of Moon Knight. It's
I don't care. I honestly don't care.
It's I said this to someone earlier today. I mean, it's in the same vein as Batman 89. It's a Joker movie, not really featuring Batman, but Batman's there. This is Steven and Mark featuring Moon Knight. Basically.
Right.
It's all just
And this is a 6-episode series. I think it's more important to introduce us to Mark, Steven, Jacob, Jingleheimer Schmidt, whoever else is in there, before we really. What else do you really need to see of Moon Knight right now? You've seen him do the kicks and flips and the cool fighting. You've seen him do the businessman suit stuff. I mean, it looks great and it's really dope. I love seeing it, and the action figures are going to look really nice on in my figures case when I get one. But like, I don't need to see it right now. I'm sure we'll see it in the finale. I'm sure there has to be a showdown. I mean, there's a really stupid looking action sequence of Ethan Hawke running down the pyramid to meet I don't know if it was Moon Knight or just Oscar Isaac. I think it had to be Moon Knight.
I think it was Moon Knight.
But it looked ridiculous. But you know, who knows? This so far, I mean, I loved everything I've gotten from the Disney Plus shows so far. But so far, this is my favorite. And it's the shortest one, right? This is the first one that was 6, or was Loki 6?
Falcon and the Winter Soldier was 6. WandaVision was 8.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier was only 6? You sure?
Yep.
Oh, look, keep talking.
Loki, I think, was either 6 or 7, and then I have no idea what Miss Marvel is going to be. I'm hoping for 7.
It's going to be in June.
Yep. So we got a month till
because right now it's gonna be May.
And well, we also got Kenobi at the end of the month.
I really worked to get that in this episode, and you just walked right over it.
I mean,
why do you hate me? Why do you hate me?
Well,
well, we're recording a podcast 3 days ago. No.
Well, you should have asked if I was ready to record a podcast 3 days ago.
On Sunday, you weren't.
No. The answer would have been no. But yeah, no, I think, but I think there is going to be a post-credit scene in Moon Knight.
Well, in Moon Knight. Okay, let's get it out. What is it?
Blade. Blade shows
setting up what? Midnight Suns?
Yeah, Sure.
With who? With who?
With Kit Harington.
So with Black Knight,
Black
not
Knight and Blade, and then they're just I'm here to talk to you about Midnight Suns, and then just scene.
there was this initiative once.
And then that's it. It's just we get another. Now Blade is the new Nick Fury.
I mean, that's kind of what they started with with the Eternals thing. Yeah. Why can't I? What is going on here? I'm like, what is this? Is it this outline of? All right, there we go. So yeah, Loki was 6, Falcon was 6, Wanda was 9, What If was 9.
I forgot about What If. I need to rewatch a few episodes.
Hawkeye was 6 too.
Hawkeye was 6. I forgot about Hawkeye. Dang it! I enjoyed Hawkeye.
Yeah, Hawkeye was great. Christmas delight. Miss Marvel will be 6.
Oh.
June 8th.
Can we get hour-long episodes each, please? Not.
What are we gonna do for like 3 weeks before we get to Obi-Wan and there's nothing to watch on Disney Plus? Well, thankfully, I guess I have Clone Wars to catch up on before we get to Obi-Wan, but
yeah, I guess I could rewatch all the Star Wars films.
Speaking of, Hayden Christensen's come out and said before he started filming Obi-Wan, he went back and watched Clone Wars. So good on him.
Oh, good on.
I like when they do the research themselves. They don't have to. They can just read the script and go from there. So I like the dedication. Idiot cats. We got a new trailer of Jurassic World Dominion. Right before the movie tickets were released. I got mine. Did you get yours?
No, not yet.
You failed, son. All right. Finally found a movie to go see with my friend that we used to see a series of movies together. Last one was Hunger Games, so that's how long it's been. So
wow.
We're gonna go see J-Dub Dominion, and you got to see more of Baby Blue. Good stuff there. A Quiet Place spinoff will be called Day One. Day One. Great. The boys celebrated Soldier Boy Day with a pic of Jensen Ackles back in like the 40s or 30s. Looked pretty cool.
Okay. Well, when is Boys season 3 supposed to come out? Like June?
Summer. Yeah, all I know is summer, I think. Let me see if there's a date in here.
I'm gonna guess June 10th.
June 3rd. Oh, what a birthday for Dave. Oh man. That weekend is going to be fun. I got to go to a wedding, and there's all kinds of stuff. I think the one thing, there was a movie that was supposed to come out that got pushed back. I don't remember what it was. No, I don't think that was that.
No.
I remember being more excited. Reservation Dogs is a series, I think on Netflix. FX. Okay. So on Hulu. It has an actress named Devery Jacobs, and she's been cast in Marvel's Echo series. So we're getting some Echo news. Yeah. A lead character, resilient and strong-willed, but no name.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So far for Echo, I think we just got Echo and now this new character.
Yeah. Well, this article says, "Don't be shocked if D'Onofrio shows up as Kingpin."
I mean, I will not.
I guess, but that's a 2023 premiere. We got some time on that one. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania swaps dates with the Marvels, the Captain Marvel sequel. So I'm guessing they're doing some flipping around to change some timeline stuff for stories, and maybe needing to make certain things more important or do certain things with different characters or things of that nature. So the third Ant-Man film was originally slated for July 28th, 2023. Will now be moving to Feb 17, 2023. So it's moving up, while Captain Marvel's sequel will be moving back to the summer, from the Feb. Both films are quote unquote moving along very nicely further along in the production process, and it was a simple decision by the studio to swap these release dates. But if this article had to offer an additional guess, it could be that Marvel believes the Marvels will play better in the summer than Quantumania will. The first two Ant-Man movies were only modest box office performers,
Ooh.
with just a measly 180 million and 216 million during their domestic runs in 2015 and 2018. On the other hand, Captain Marvel launched with 426 million. To be fair, Captain Marvel also launched with Brie Larson, an Oscar winner, and Sam Jackson in a more prominent role in the film.
But you also had Paul Rudd.
And 90s nostalgia. You're going back in time. Also being the first movie before or between Endgame and Infinity War, one of the two. I can't remember which ones. I think Ant-Man came out before and then Captain Marvel. I don't remember. I guess I could just scroll up and take a look.
I think it was Infinity War, then
Captain Marvel was, so they both were in between it, but Captain Marvel was the last movie before Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
So it was Infinity War, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Captain Marvel, Endgame. That's like, oh man. Dude, 2018 through 2019 was probably the best Marvel two-year span ever. Black Panther, Infinity War, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Captain Marvel, and Avengers Endgame, and then Far From Home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude.
And then the drought.
I mean, why do you say drought? Because of COVID or because...
Yeah, because we didn't have any Marvel related content until
2020 there was nothing.
Yeah, well, yeah, until January or February of 2021.
July 2021.
I'm counting Disney Plus.
Well, we're talking movies right now.
Okay.
Movies, sir. All right.
Shang-Chi came out in July? No, that was Black Widow.
Black Widow, then Shang-Chi. Yeah. Because it was Black Widow, and then it was New Mutants, and then Shang-Chi. And then Eternals. It's not the Eternals either. It's just Eternals.
It was called the Eternals, and then they dropped the...
Yeah, because that makes a load of difference.
Well, that's because I think the Suicide Squad came out near or around... No, the Suicide Squad came out first, before.
I don't know. Well, you know what? They probably want to hold off, or they want to... I have a feeling it's more has less to do with the reveal of Kang than the box office stuff, but who knows?
Oh, for Ant-Man Quantumania?
Having that come out first.
Yeah. Because I mean, we've already been introduced to a version.
It's been a long time since we've talked about Kang. I think in the Marvel universe.
Well, we haven't even talked about Kang in the Marvel
cinematic universe. Yeah.
Kang in the comics. He has his. I think he had his own miniseries, very very recently.
Nah, nobody cares. I really honestly don't even care about him in the movies, but all right. I think it's a huge step down from Thanos, if we're being honest.
Well, I mean, it's either that or you go to Galactus after Thanos.
I mean, they came out swinging for the fences with Thanos, so it's gonna be tough no matter what they do. John Watts has stepped down as the director of Marvel's Fantastic Four. It seems to be amicable. He's taking a break. He made those 3 Spider-Man movies, those small 3 Spider-Man movies over 7 years. He's working on his own thing on Apple TV Plus with George Clooney and Brad Pitt, just a couple small indie guys. And so now the search begins. And so they got plenty of time. This movie is no release date. And it's just, they have time. So I don't expect we're going to be seeing many Fantastic Four clues or Easter eggs as far as cast wise anytime soon. Now, we'll talk about it in our Doctor Strange thing, but yeah, a couple CW news and bits and pieces. CW has canceled Batwoman after 3 seasons of mid entertaining episodes, I guess I'd call them. Good acting, good costumes. It's fun being in that world, but I feel like they were probably restricted on a lot of things they could do, unfortunately, based on the Warner Brothers, the DC Comics Warner Brothers of it all. And then Legends of Tomorrow is canceled after 7 seasons. So, we were about to get Booster Gold, with in the form of Donald Faison, but that is ceases to be as of this point, unless he comes back on the Flash next year for anything, which maybe, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, he could even show up on Superman and Lois. Who knows?
Sure.
It's a possibility. That show's great.
Sure it is. Yeah. Yeah, sure it is, buddy.
You haven't watched it, have you?
No, I have really no interest.
Right.
Sadly.
That's why.
No, that's not true. Morbius will hit digital on May 17th, followed by 4K UHD Blu-ray and DVD on June the 14th. Check it out, if not just to see Matt Smith dance as a vampire. And because I think it's still a good movie. And it's not as shit as everyone else says it is.
It's okay.
Let's see here. Black Atom or Black Adam is being delayed. One of several DC movies being delayed earlier this year that was announced. And they're saying it's because they want to make the visual effects perfect.
Okay.
Sure. It probably has a lot to do with just the state of flux that the DC universe is in right now, with a lot of their properties, including Flash and Aquaman, and their actors being in some legal hot water. And speaking of, no, we will not be speaking of this court trial that is obsessed all of your lives. This is the new OJ trial, but with way less stakes, because who the fuck cares? Like, I am an advocate for any kind of abuse, but like, enough. I don't need to hear about their lives anymore. Like, let's just stop. Let them figure this out in the court. We don't need any more coverage. We've seen and heard it all, I think, at this point. Let us move on with our lives. They're both done in Hollywood, by the way. It's over for both of them. Let's move on. Sorry, no 21 Jump Street reboot TV show with Johnny Depp.
Darn.
It's not gonna happen. And you'll be lucky if you see Mira in Aquaman 2 for more than 10 seconds at this point. I do believe they're cutting her out of a lot of it. They haven't officially announced anything though, especially with her or with Ezra Miller in the Flash. They haven't announced any of it. Although all of the footage they showed at CinemaCon of the Flash movie was mostly Batman footage of Michael Keaton stuff, which is funny, but whatever. Black Adam is going to hit theaters later this year, October 21st. So you don't have to wait that long. It's a Halloween movie.
Yeah.
Halloweeny. Viola Davis is in talks to headline an Amanda Waller series on HBO Max. I am here for it. She is great as an actress, and she is great in this role. So that'll be the third spinoff of Suicide Squad that they've been talking about with James Gunn. He's hinted before about a second spinoff. I'm not sure if this is it or not, but we've already gotten the Peacemaker, which I believe is a second season is coming. I don't know if they've announced it yet or not, but
they've announced the second season, but they haven't announced that when filming is happening.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd be down for it if they're gonna do it. I'm in.
Yeah.
See what crazy, irritating shenanigans she gets up to now.
Would you want to see a different version of the Suicide Squad in there? Because that's, or would you want to see Checkmate?
So then we'll be going to like a D list of DC villains.
I mean, we already did when we hit Peacemaker. So,
I don't know if Peacemaker was the worst of that bunch, but I would I like the chest idea. I like the black and white visuals that I pop into my head when I think of what were we saying? Chess Master. Yeah. Yeah. I like that idea. That serves for some cool visualization. And some sad news, we're going to touch just a little bit about it. Iconic Batman artist Neil Adams passed away this week at the young age of 80. He never looked it, if I'm being perfectly honest to you. Especially at the conventions, he always looked pretty energy filled and lively. So sad run. Some of my favorites were his Green Lantern, Green Arrow books. I have the Neil Adams, Denny O'Neil compilation thing.
Yep.
I have that on my bookshelf. His work on X-Men during the Silver Age is great. Batman Odyssey was a series he wrote in the early 2000s or mid 2000s, 2010, I think.
Mm-hmm.
He is a huge advocate for getting the Superman creators Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster credit for their work and pension from DC when they changed a lot of creators' rights from how they were back in the 40s and stuff. So he's a big advocate for those guys to get credit for their work. And now you see their names more often credited when you see Superman or any character that they created. You see credited by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster. Yeah, I don't know. You have a favorite book or run or memory? I know you met him, and
I did meet him. I got him to sign the I think very famous cover of Green Arrow, Green Lantern with Speedy being the junkie one.
yeah.
I had him sign that one. He's like, really this one? I go, yeah, it is on. It's the most iconic. So yeah.
Most controversial, that's for sure. One of the most
Mhm.
controversial, yeah.
Yep.
And they would do
He
that
was
storyline on Arrow, by the way. Just
yeah.
throwing that out there.
He was a real nice guy when I met him. Took the time, took a picture with me, and everything. Um, other than that, I'm trying to think of other like aside from the books that you said. Trying to think of the other uh, books that he's done, and none come to mind other than the one we just talked about.
um, Strange Adventures, which Dead Man kind of came from. Mostly Batman and Detective Comics.
Okay.
He kind of helped revitalize the Dark Knight after Campy Batman was on TV. He brought the Joker back after 5 years of him being gone, and reestablished him as a homicidal villain and Batman's top adversary. He also created Race Ra's al Ghul and Talia, as well as Man Bat.
Mm-hmm.
And then Miss Mystic, Armor, Valeria, and Megalith were his own creations on Continuity Comics.
Okay.
He did, yeah. Superman, Coming of the Supermen in 2016, and Action Comics 80 Years of Superman. He wrote a short story for.
The the three interviews that he did with Kevin Smith were really like fantastic.
Wasn't it one interview just broken up into three parts? You mean?
I thought it was three different times he was on there. It might have either way. Go listen to it. I know Kevin Smith put that out. I think on his website for everyone to listen to. So if you haven't, take a listen. It's like 3 hours long, but it's really eye opening on like the industry and what he did for the industry. I mean, he helped create also John Stewart too. So that's a plus.
There you go. All right, that is about all that I have for headlines. Yep, that's all I got. You good with that?
Yeah, I'm trying. Yep, we're good.
All right, we have not seen this movie, so we're not going to talk a lot about it. Plus, also, there's about 4,000 trailers you can go watch. So you can pick apart those for the 80 millionth time.
Some quite
Um,
spoilery.
yeah, some are. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but I will try my best when we get to the young woman cast as America Chavez. But we're going to talk about Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, the sequel to Doctor Strange. This is the Belch. Yep.
27th.
Give me a second to breathe here. Yes, it's the 28th film of the MCU. The film is directed by Sam Raimi, horror guru Sam Raimi, and previous comic book artiste of the Spider-Man trilogy, starring Tobey Maguire. And yeah, he's dipping his toe back in the comic book foray, and of all the franchises, this one I think makes the most sense. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. If you're going to get trippy and horror-y, I read one review that was not spoilery. And if you want the horror is there, I'm told. So What I did hear the negativity about it is it takes a while for this film to find its footing and finally feel like a Sam Raimi movie. Now I have also heard that the screening of the first 20 minutes of it were very fast paced and that this movie does not let up. And I think it has to if it's running 2 hours and there's so much that sounds like they have to tell. As far as in the beginning of this movie, it's just gonna probably kick it off and go. Basically all we know, and I'm looking. Okay, there's no spoilers here. Great. It's a few months after the events of No Way Home. Stephen Strange, with the help of both old and new mystical allies, travels into the multiverse to face a mysterious new adversary. Now, I can tell you a little more, and it's not very spoilery, but it's going to tell you what America Chavez's powers are, and it's good for you to know that because they're not the same really as they are in the comics. Well, they kind of are, I guess, right?
I it her being such a new character and me not reading every single thing for
Yeah,
Marvel, it's all I know is what I know is that for me, I know she's a multiversal character that can jump through different multiverses and that she is part of the
she's gay.
LGBTQ community.
Yes, she's gay, which she was gay in the comics.
Yeah, no,
Um,
that's all. And she's Spanish. What's her nationality?
the character,
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say Hispanic. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see what it says here in the old Marvel Encyclopedia.
Part of the 616.
She was raised by her mothers in the utopian parallel. So
Perfect.
she
Perfect.
has no wow. I don't know what do you say to that. She's Latin. She's written by Latin American artist, writer. So she's Latin American. We'll just put it that way.
And
She
if
is,
she's
yes,
not
she is Marvel's first Latin American LGBTQ plus character to star in an ongoing series.
okay,
There it is. There it is. Okay.
and that's all I know.
All right. So real quick, Doctor Strange, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, has returned. Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch, played by Elizabeth Olsen, is brought back. Carl Moldor Chiwetel Ejiofor, I know that name. I go all the way back to Serenity with that man. Benedict Wong returns as Wong. That one's easy. Nicodemus West is back. He is a rival slash friend surgeon of Doctor Strange. He was in the first movie, and Rachel McAdams returns as Christine Palmer. And we are introduced as America Chavez. Her name is Xochitl Gomez, I believe. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. I apologize if not. Looking at the pronunciation thing that they give you on Wikipedia, and I hope I said that right. Well, I'm sure everybody will know it after this movie because she'll be in all the interviews and all the YouTube. She's only 16 years old.
No. I could have thought she was a little bit older.
Yeah, I would have thought 20s. But from the article I read, this I don't think it was spoilery, but basically, Doctor Strange, the world is under attack by these monsters, and they're chasing America Chavez, who can punch through into different multiverses, and we don't know why they're chasing after. Maybe just because of the power that she has, and that gets the attention of Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange seeks the help of his friend Avenger, Miss Scarlet Witch, and that's really kind of all they tell you. It kind of goes into a little bit of talking about the what do you want to call them? What do they call them on Loki? The variants that he runs into. But it's more of the variants of like his world. Like the people he knows. It doesn't really give away anything. Like he runs into which we knew from the commercials, the variant of Christine Palmer and things like that. And I think it said one of them said Carl Mordo as well. The last we saw of Carl Mordo, who is an enemy of Stephen Strange in the comic books, he was about to turn evil. He was turning against the sorcerers because they have too much power and their power is rooted in greed. And he'd been lied to by the Sorcerer Supreme. So he was kind of out to take what's his and put the balance back, I guess. Okay, so according to a lot of posters, a lot of rumors and things of that nature, it looks like we're going to see the what if version of Peggy Carter / Captain Carter. You saw her. I mean, there's just that's not a spoiler. She's in the freaking trailer. The last trailer they showed you see her.
Mm-hmm.
She like slides with her little shield, and she looks like she's about to fight our Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, or at least a version of her, because it's a different.
Yeah. My guess is, again, not spoilers. I haven't seen it, haven't read any spoilers about it. My guess is this is the Illuminati,
Mm-hmm.
and either she's part of the Illuminati or she's working for them, helping fight for them, and they're going up against our friends, our Stephen Strange, our Scarlet Witch, because Strange is being brought to them under duress and to face for what he's done. Some people are saying it's not because of No Way Home, that it's because of a lot of things, including seeing the possible futures of Endgame, and tampering with time that way. But who knows? Somebody said they hope that Charles Xavier is in this as well. We know that too, and we also see him in his yellow wheelchair that looks a lot like the yellow wheelchair from the animated series.
Like the one over your shoulder.
Yes, yep, you can see right on my shoulder. Yeah, there it is. That was not planned either. And they want him to say something like, "We both know that there was more than one way for you guys to survive, and it had nothing to do with Tony's death," or something like that. And I'm like, why would he reveal that, and why would that be a thing?
Yeah, no.
With Tony already gone, we're just gonna go down this arc of Strange being just already guilt ridden. Like he already knew he already knew it, and now we know it. Nah, I don't know.
Do you think we're gonna see Tom Cruise as
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I don't, and I don't want to. So maybe that's a bias thing. So I hope we don't. I do. I believe we get to see Billy and Tommy though.
We get to see Billy and Tommy again. That's
Wanda's boys. Yeah,
yep.
That's cool. Maybe I'll rewatch their episodes.
We can actually go back to Westview.
Westworld. Let me look it up.
It's Westview. We go back to the house.
Let's take a look here.
And then we get to see another version of Wanda in that house with Scarlet Witch. But she looks a little bloody and like she's
Westview.
Westview, okay. Like she's seen some action.
So yeah, I feel like a lot of it is going to be, perhaps he's protecting her from being shut up. Protecting her from being like under scrutiny for what she did, or what she's trying to do, because it looks like she's trying to play with the powers, to bring her children back. What is she called again? Wanda. She's a fixed point or something. No, there's a special name. You're not helping me.
Because I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, she's
all right.
We're talking about in time.
There's forget it. I'll look it up. You talk more about movie stuff. Rumors.
Rumor is we are also going to see whoever I can't think of the name of Monica Rambeau. Is that her? Monica Rambeau as like a Captain Marvel variant. So instead of Carol, it's her, and that's who we see. Elizabeth Olsen, Scarlet Witch, Wanda Maximoff fighting in the Illuminati like hall. But I still want to know who creates those Ultron-esque robots and everything. Ooh, Mustakis. And I also want to know, like, so that there's what, about 5 chairs, and in the comics there's five members of the Illuminati. So we got Baron Mordo, whatever.
Yeah, well done. Mordo. It's Carl Mordo. Baron Mordo is a completely different villain.
Is it? I thought it was Same
Baron is Winter Soldier and Captain America and the Winter Soldier show. The guys that dances in the club.
Baron Zemo. Nah, I'm pretty whatever.
So-
We got so I mean the comic version of the Illuminati is Professor X, Doctor Strange, Tony Stark, Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic, Namor, and Black Bolt. It would be cool if we saw Black Bolt.
Oh, did you mean he's Baron Mordo in the comic book? Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. Continue. I'm sorry.
So we got those members of the Illuminati, which I think is now 6. So my 5 is off. So it'd be cool if we get to see Black Bolt. So that would so Anson Mount comes back as Black Bolt. I'd be okay with that. He doesn't need to speak. That's the good thing about his character. He doesn't need to know any lines. It's all just facial expressions. Yeah. Who else do you want to be on the Illuminati?
Well, there's talk of Mr. Fantastic,
Mm-hmm.
and that would be portrayed by what's his name from The Office?
Oh, John Krasinski.
Yeah, Jim.
I don't think that is going to happen. If anything, we're going to get the one from the Fox movies.
Yeah, I don't like that. Illuminati members, comic books, current roster. They probably won't be going from this roster.
About Black Panther. There's 7 members of the Illuminati.
The current roster of the Illuminati are the Black Ant, Enchantress, the Hood, Mad Thinker, Thunderball, and Titania. A former roster. This isn't like the first roster. This is just former people now.
Okay.
Amadeus Cho, who's we've met. Wasn't he not in one of the Avengers movies?
Maybe.
No, we didn't. We haven't met him yet. But he becomes the Hulk. He's a version of a Hulk. Beast from X-Men, Black Bolt the Skrull, Black Panther, Captain America, Captain Britain, Doc Green, Doctor Strange, Iron Man, Medusa, Mr. Fantastic, Namor, Professor X, and Yellow Jacket of all people.
All right, I don't like that Illuminati. I like the original Illuminati better.
Yeah, so we're getting Professor X in it. Namor would be a cool spot to drop Namor in, finally show him, and then have him actually be played by the actor that's going to play our version of Namor. Because this would obviously be a variant. And let's get that straight. This Illuminati is a variant of these characters. This is not what would be in the MCU. So this Mordo is a different Mordo. This Xavier is not.
Oh no!
I mean,
this I think this Mordor is ours.
I'm thinking it's a variant.
Okay.
Because I think he's nice. I think he's nicer than the one that we have. Is my guess.
He also could have been blipped out. That could change people's perspective.
No, because the third Doctor Strange needs to be him versus Mordo. It's got to be. Let's just get to that fight already.
And Dormammu.
No.
And
we're done.
Dormammu.
We're done with Dormammu and that scene over and over and over again. We don't need it anymore. If I have to hear him say Dormammu one more time, I might throw something through a screen.
All right, let's do it. Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
No. The Captain Britain thing makes me think they're going to change Captain Britain and I'll just have it be Peggy.
Because that's what she should have been called in the first place, but that's just me. Go on.
Well, you understand what I'm saying? It's Captain
Carter.
What you're
saying. Yeah, no.
I understand.
Yeah,
in the Illuminati in place of Captain Britain. So yeah, that could be. The original group's leaders were Namor, Tony Stark, Reed Richards, Black Bolt, Dr. Stephen Strange, and Charles Xavier.
Was Black Panther not part of the original group?
No.
Oh, shit. Maybe I thought incorrectly. Because the first time I got introduced to Illuminati was before the first Civil War comic run.
Well, I guess okay. So they list those group members and why they're in the group, but then all of a sudden it's First meeting is Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic, Namor, Black Bolt, Xavier, Black Panther, Doctor Strange.
Okay, and then Black Panther leaves that group because they want to send.
Takes issues with their self-righteous attitudes and predicts disaster when they all disagree.
Mhm. And they also want to send because they're the reason that Hulk goes to space in the comics and goes to World War Hulk.
It's funny that he leaves this group because of that, but in the movies, he was all for basically them signing a thing to become servants of. Oh, it's funny. Funny. All right. I gotta figure out what I was thinking of what I know some people that you're listening, you're screaming at your radio and your podcast, knowing what I'm trying to think of what Wanda is called. Um
Oh yeah.
She's a Nexus being. Thank you.
Oh, she's a Nexus point.
She's a Nexus being with great influence on time.
Okay.
Basically, how do I explain this? I mean, she sexually assaulted Wonder Man. She's a person
In
who
the
is very
comic
existence.
books.
Yeah, yeah. A Nexus being is a person whose very existence affects probability and timelines. So like, yeah, so yeah, it doesn't mean she can't die. Doesn't mean she can't. There can't be variants of her or anything like that. But she exists no matter what. In any timeline, she's always going to exist.
Yeah. Ooh, a lot of people are going to be upset if she dies.
There's a very good chance of it happening. I think, just personal opinion. I think there's a very good chance of that happening.
I
However,
don't think it will happen because we need to have her and White Vision come back together.
I don't think we do. But there's the whole Agatha show of it all, and there's things left open. Plus, I think you need to leave her in the MCU till you introduce the X-Men. I think that has to be a thing. It'd be a really big bummer if you're just X-Men and the one character in the Avengers that you have that's actually an X-Men is not around.
Right.
Lame. All right. So before we close things up, we kind of explained, I think, everything that needs to be explained. So America Chavez is the plot point to get us to all these different multiverses. We've seen the way they're gonna kind of make this work as far as like jumping in between them. Like that, you saw the kind of transition they made. Like you see splashes of color where it looks like they're going through, basically turning into a cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think a lot of that is the '90s X-Men, probably a little bit of the What If part of it too. We saw that there's the Defenders version of Stephen Strange. If you saw the action figures, you already know that there's the Defenders version, and that's just the way he looks when he's a member of the Defenders. That's really all that is. That's all that means. Unless they're going to take it somewhere else, which would be dumb.
Well, I
That's
mean,
all it
they
had.
call him Defender Strange on the toy.
Right. It's all it really has to mean. I don't think it has to mean anything else.
And then he turns into a zombie.
Now, do you think will there be any live action What If characters?
Aside from Captain Carter or Captain Britain,
Oh, hang on.
we can't have
No,
Star-Lord T'Challa. We can't. We can't have that.
zombies. Any of the zombies?
I think we're gonna get Zombie Wanda, and we're definitely gonna get Zombie Strange.
What makes you think that?
Trailers.
Okay, the one where he's got all the Hindu arms.
Yes.
I don't
And
think a
where
zombie
he
could.
looks like a zombie.
I just think he has blood on his face, but we'll see.
But other than those, I don't think we will see any other what if characters.
Do you think we're actually going to see Haley Atwell, or is it just going to be like leg, arm, throwing, voice?
It'd be a waste if they didn't. So yes, we will.
I don't think we're going to see Haley.
So how my headcanon is working this is her and Patrick Stewart were at the premiere, at the red carpet premiere.
Sure.
So, and Marvel was going full on with Captain Carter on their Twitter very recently. So that is like that really just says that like, oh hey, we're in this
She's
movie.
involved doesn't mean she's in it.
I don't
I personally think they're just gonna do blocking and things to make it look like she's there. It's not actually gonna be Haley.
that'd be a waste.
That it's Captain Carter, but we don't get to see her in action. We just get to see maybe the suit and things like that. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. Because I don't know how old she is. She's not that old, but
she's got to be like
40. She's 40.
I was gonna say 35, and fine.
She's my age. Sucker.
Can still act.
So who knows how much she's going to be in for the action stuff? That's what stunt doubles are for too, if needed. But well, she can work the costume. I have no doubt about that. I'm not saying that she can't fit in a costume. She's amazing. She's beautiful. But I just have a feeling that it's going to be kind of a cheap way of doing it. I also have a feeling it's going to be a cheap way of doing it for a lot of little Easter egg and cameos, like animated X-Men and stuff like that. Let's just put it that way. Spider-Man 2099, I think I saw a clip of as far as a world they fly through.
Oh.
Just flying through it, on their way to another universe or whatever. Also, that's not Mustafar, people. The volcano planet, their world that you see them flying through.
On What If?
No, in the commercials.
Oh, I didn't see that. The only one I've seen is in What If.
There's one in the commercials where they're flying through worlds. That's where the Spider-Man 2099 rumor is coming from. And they see just a world with lava and stuff right away. It's Mustafar. Unless I see two people fighting with lightsabers, it's not Mustafar. So like, let's just chill. Let's just have our X-Men and I'm sorry, our Marvel characters in one world. Keep our Star Wars over here. Let Patton Oswalt tell those stories while he's filibustering. All right, real quick as we wrap up, I want one prediction that you actually think is going to happen and one wild card that you hope happens.
Sugar, man, on the spot. Well, prediction I want to happen. I guess I want to see the Reed Richards from the Fox come in and be the.
Why do you want that?
Why? Because it's a variant. Because in that
if
way,
I want anything from that movie, it's Jessica Alba.
But I also don't want John Krasinski to play the role just yet. If he is going to be cast, which we don't know.
No, but it's funny the way they ask him. Oh yeah, also he was there too. Let's just put that out there.
He was?
No, I don't know. I just wanted to put it out there.
Oh, okay. Because I'd rather see him in the main. I'd rather see him in the main MCU Fantastic Four.
He wants to direct.
He wants to direct.
Yeah, somebody on some press junket, a recent press junket, asked him about directing a Marvel movie, and he said, "Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to see what they'd let me do." And Kevin Feige's a genius. He's a good guy. I've met him a couple times, and then, like, he just kept kind of dropping these things like, "Why would John Krasinski need to meet Kevin Feige?"
Yeah.
Well, other than like at award shows or something, I don't know. But okay, so you want Ian Grufford.
And I think I've already. I mean, yeah, I don't know what I know is going to happen. I've talked about it already. I mean, we're going to get these characters that we've seen versions of. So, no Spider-Man, no Tobey Maguire. He's not going to be in this movie. Stop it.
I do believe he was at the red carpet, though.
Well, I mean, that's a little bit more understandable because he just came from No Way Home, and it's Sam Raimi.
And making up excuses now.
Oh yes, but I will come back on the podcast and say I was wrong next week.
Yeah, one thing you don't have to worry about Atomic Geekdom is admitting when we're wrong because it happens a lot. But we swing for the fences. Also, Scarlet. Good lord, these yawning and hiccups. The two boys, the Tommy and Billy looked amazing on the red carpet. Couple of cute little kids. Eternal star Leah McHugh was there, so is she in the movie?
Oh, that's right. Sprite West.
Maria Rambo was there. Lashana Lynch, is she in the movie?
She might be.
Oh, Peggy looking good.
Haley Atwell.
Tatiana Maslany was there.
Who's that?
She-Hulk.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
Tiffany Haddish, I don't think has been in a Marvel movie. She's a comedian.
Okay,
and then dude, Elizabeth Olsen in that. Oh, good lord, she looks amazing. Those are all the pictures they have. So they have. Oh yeah, Pat Stewart was in there.
Season finale of Picard season 2 is this week as well.
Yeah, cool. I like this Looper headline. Haley Atwell's red carpet appearance confirms a major ... Shut up. Chip and Dale were there.
Confirmed, they're in the movie.
Chip and Dale crashed the Doctor Strange and Multiverse Madness red carpet. That's kind of funny. I mean, it's Disney, so why not do the cross promotion? That's pretty cute. I think that's funny. What do you guys think? Hit us up with your rumors. I know it's only a couple days left, but if you haven't seen it in a while, hit us up on our social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, on the website where we post the show. Let us know what you think. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Let us know what you thought of the movie without using spoilers. Let us know. Did you like it? Did it everything you dreamed and hoped it would be? You gotta wait till June for the next piece of Marvel property to drop, so we got some time to wait. But what'd you think? What'd you think of Moon Knight? Let us know about that too, because I'll put this out probably the day Doctor Strange comes out. So Moon Knight will be over, and we'll be talking about it next week. But this episode will release the day after the finale and the day of the movie. So let us know at Atomic Geekdom on all of the things. Join us live here on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube to be part of the show. We want you guys to talk to us. We like hearing from you. We like interacting with you when we have the chance to. You can even tell us to shut up and correct me when I'm delaying and trying to figure out an answer to something that you obviously already know. We know you know and are screaming that we're idiots. Mm-hmm. I'd like to take a second to welcome Juice Robertson to the Bullet Club. Congratulations. Welcome in. Good job, buddy. I also want to say to my brothers, I have a feeling that's going to end poorly for AJ Styles on Sunday, and that Finn Balor will be joining that group with Edge and whatever. It is what it is. But they did the thing, and immediately when I saw it happen, the Leonardo DiCaprio thing popped into my head. I was looking for it on Twitch, on TikTok, everywhere. I love that meme so much. It makes me smile every time. So yeah, good times. Thanks for everybody that joined us tonight and watched even for a little bit. We appreciate you. Kyle, promote things if you have things to promote.
I do have things to promote. I'm going to get back into Twitch streaming. Starting this weekend, Saturday the 7th, I am going to be opening on camera a Innistrad Midnight Hunts collector booster packs from Magic the Gathering. I won this back in
Magic.
Back in
Illusions, Michael.
Tricks what horse do for money. Or cocaine.
Whoa, this is a family show, you fucker.
Hey. Sorry. Quotes at the
Shredder condemns you.
Oh, nice.
Look how big this cape is.
That's a nice cape.
It's got little piping in the side, so like it'll actually like stay over him.
So it can be like how the Batman cape should be at all times.
Yeah, but it's got clips that go around his neck, but they're too small to actually clip like a Barbie doll. And then you have the splinter of it. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but these were sitting on my desk. His tail gets in the way, so you can't actually make him stand.
What?
It doesn't turn.
NECA.
I'd have to like mold it this way, like a molded hat, like a baseball hat. All right, continue.
So I'm going to be opening that, and then I'm going to start getting back into Twitch streaming. So you can follow me on Twitch at kkruzzy89. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, where I will post when I'm going live at kylkruzzy89 on both of those.
Hopefully someday soon, Kyle and I are going to do a gaming night together here in the Atomic Geekdom office. We'll be sitting right here, but we'll be facing this way at the TV. We'll play some games together. You guys can hang out with us. He'll have his own microphone right here. I'll have my microphone right here. We'll play some games, and you guys can hang out with us. We'll do a community night, and that'll be on our Atomic Geekdom Twitch, not on our personal ones, but we will host it there too. That way you can see it. And yeah, so like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. You can't subscribe to Twitch yet, but you can subscribe to YouTube. Let you know when we go live every single time. We'll be back. We'll be back next week again to wrap up Moon Knight and talk about Doctor Strange and let you know if both of those things ended and lived up to the hype. Because let's not kid ourselves, there's lots of hype to be had. Things are tough right now. I know we kind of had some fun here today. I'm sorry, I'm so tired. I don't know what is going on. I'm yawning like crazy. It was a long day, but maybe it's because of the weather. It was long and rainy, so maybe I'm just in a not melancholy. What's the word I'm looking for? Drowsy mood. I'm probably gonna leave here and fall asleep. But yes, the world is crazy right now. It just keeps getting weirder and kind of worse as things go on. There's this war across the world from us, and we've got all these issues at home with laws and things and government trying to do to govern the way we live our lives and control the bodies of the female population that they have no right to do so. And we've got people that can't afford medicine that they need or healthcare that they need. That's part of it. You're forcing people to, you're making the life altering decisions for people that you have no right to do, for no reason other than you think it's the right thing to do, and that's not it. That's not it. In these times, yes, it's important to fight. It's important to let your voice be heard, but it's also important to enjoy yourself. Take time away from those stresses and pressures. Even if it's like just an hour or two to watch a movie, play a video game, read a book, go for a walk, play with your kids, play with your pets, play with yourself, in a private way, like solitude, solitary, that kind of thing. That's what I'm talking about. You can play Magic online by yourself. You can do that.
Yes, you can.
Magic. Just find something to find some happiness, some joy. And I know that's hard. I'm struggling with it myself. Even like, I love doing these podcasts. I love hanging out with Kyle, talking about all the stuff that we love to talk about in his messy room behind him.
Well, that's
the messy desk behind him. You can see Ahsoka's lightsaber behind me right now. Right next to you. If I move this way, it's right above my head. It's like coming out of my head. It's like I have a lightsaber unicorn. Yeah, Luke's is over there too, just chilling. Treat yourself if you have to. Do the Parks and Rec route. If you have a little money to spend and you've been thinking, no, I need to save it for a rainy day, or you never know. I'm telling you, spend it on yourself. Go buy that ice cream. Go buy that steel book. Go get your nails did, or whatever it is that you find brings you joy. Just go do it. Have some fun. Yeah, that's about all I got. I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life or what you think is wrong or right. I'm just saying, find something you enjoy and be happy for a little while if you can. Don't live in the negativity that Twitter wants you to, that the news wants you to. Step out of it for a little bit and enjoy life, because that's what it's here for. You sleep 8 hours a day, you work another 8. That's 16 of 24 hours that you have no control over, right? Take control of the hours that you do have and enjoy yourself if you can. That's all I got. I think I'm a hippie. All right, kids, enjoy yourselves. Have a great and wonderful week. Stay safe out there. Be kind to each other. Be kind to a stranger. And like I said, stay safe. Wear a mask too. It's still out there, kids. It is still out there. It wants you. It wants you. Like no significant other does. It wants you. Wants to tear you to pieces in a horrible. What am I doing? I need to go to bed. Okay. All right, Kyle. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.